runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the number one fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
It is 11:05. Lincoln, 34 degrees. 34 degrees.
For January 5th, that's not bad. That we're even just above freezing come close to midnight.
Well, tomorrow will be a high of 54. Then Wednesday, a high of 59. Then a quick drop down to 39 on Friday.
Okay, still above freezing.
It'll stay above freezing for the next 10 days. According to this.
Mother Nature, I don't know what you're on, but
that could change. Well, but it also means that the opposite is also going to happen.
That we're going to have blizzards in April?
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be a thing.
I can see that.
So
that was my 21st birthday. I'll never forget. We had like 8 inches of snow and blizzard.
Yeah, it's going to be
on April 12th. I was like, all right, great.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. So enjoy the calm and the good now. Thank you, folks, on the brick and mortar. 402-464-5685. The Starter Haven text line there. Yeah, we're going to need you tonight. We're going to need you tonight because there's the good, it's the great movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Great movie.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Harrison, text line, the good?
Basketball.
Nebraska basketball. Nebraska basketball. Right? We can fully celebrate, throw confetti. So text line if you're out there. Just tell us the good, bad. What is your good, bad, and ugly? Harrison, what is your good, bad, and ugly?
The good is obviously Husker hoops. The bad,
yeah.
I mean, we can double down on football. I think the bad is the loop-de-loop on Minchie, and the ugly is I don't even know if we know what direction we're going anymore. That's the ugly part.
I'm not sure that you're wrong. Like I'm not sure you're wrong. That I'd like to know. I'd pay extra money to be a fly on the wall in the meeting rooms that go on.
I would support 1890 if that was an option. If I could just be flying a wall for some of those meetings, I would support them happily. I'm curious.
Well, if they would allow you in those meetings, right? Those private meetings, those special VIP.
How much do I got to pay?
I don't know.
Sure, there's a number.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know. I'm trying to get some understanding of it. That volleyball can figure out a way in this transfer portal, NIL, revenue share.
They haven't lost a single player.
Well, they've lost a few.
Oh, they did have some hit the portal eventually.
They lost a few.
Oh,
matter of fact, because you got to remember that a couple of girls went to Penn State, a couple went to A&M. Like they had some people move around. So, right. but you had a plan, and you replaced them, and yes, it cost you a national title, but it didn't cost you a Final Four. You're there. You were up 2 sets to love, and you just need to win 1 set for a national title. Just didn't get it done.
And the team you lost to won the national title.
Baseball, back-to-back Big Ten tournament championships. Softball, arguably the best 1A or 1B player in the country in a program where you're
at least going to regionals.
Well, but your top freshman is now on the national watch list, right? So you have another arm that'll and another stick that'll help, and then you're a year better and a year smarter. Women's basketball, you did well, got into the tournament, you scared the potential national champion. I mean, you took UCLA to the wire.
You got back with a win on Saturday versus Purdue. You dropped 2, but they got back right on track.
14 down, like 13.
They're sitting good. They're sitting pretty.
Again,
they're ranked opponents.
If you're playing competitive in the Big Ten, that's what people want. And winning, bowling, competing for a national title,
wrestling, dominant over the weekend.
Wrestling. Number 2, finished number 2 in the country. Like, period. Like, you don't have to justify anything else.
2 national champions.
Finished number 2 in the country. So, and NIL is certainly in play for wrestling. Penn State, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, Ohio State, they're spending big, huge chunks of money. And I guarantee you they're all spending more than Nebraska. Once again, tell me that your athletic department, that your football program generates more money to the bottom line than any program in the country. Bottom line, right? Profit money. And takes as little help from the university, which is a whole nother conversation, that the university needs financial help, but that the football program is writing checks to the university and not taking any of the other. Okay, that's weird in its own other thing. That you've muddied the waters between revenue share, NIL, and booster check writing, like Bagman and otherwise, right? Because you could literally go on and speak to the masses on a daily. In this day and age, you can talk to them to your fan base several times a day if that's what you chose to do. Choose not to. What does that say to you? That they just simply choose not to talk to the fan base. Because you tell me that you have the best fan base. You tell me you love the Husker fan base. Then talk to them and tell them what's going on. I mean, there's so many questions. Again, the nature of the program, the standing of the program can be determined by the number of questions you have about it. And if we're talking about Nebraska football, we have tons of questions. Basketball, we're getting more answers. Every time we have a question, they pop up and answer the dang thing. Like every time it's okay. Hey, what are they going to be this year? Like they didn't spend a lot of money. Right? Okay, but Rink is back. Okay,
Marcus Lawrence, familiar face. Sam Hoiberg, we know what he's about.
Yeah, but nobody was throwing confetti on O Street about any of that. They weren't.
Mm-hmm.
They have the exhibition. They knock off a BYU team that is in the conversation for grade 8, Final Four type of level, right? And people are like, yeah, but it's an exhibition, didn't really count.
Yeah, that was great. People wanted to slap confetti out of people's hands. Like,
Well,
don't you dare.
Well,
get excited. Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't, I feel how you feel, but I kept pointing out, like I made the post tonight, you start checking boxes, right? What does this look like? What does this look like a successful basketball program? Does this look like a well-coached basketball team? Does this look like a talented team? Does this look like a resourceful team?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what happens when, is this a shooters team? Is this a defensive team? Is this an energy team? Is this a high IQ team? You get in the exhibition and you get in your first road trip, you go to Sioux Falls and you beat Oklahoma. Right, that's a Power Four. Like, that's a team that if Oklahoma appears in the national tournament, we're not surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, okay. New Mexico, same thing applies. If New Mexico, who beat somebody to get into that game, Kansas State, if any of those three teams end up in the NCAA tournament, we're not surprised. We're not surprised. That's the NCAA cap. Okay, so we're in the neighborhood. We're in the neighborhood. What other boxes can we check? And people are literally circling, right? Kansas State, but still. Here comes Creighton. Here comes your rival.
Or beat him by 30?
Beat him by 21.
21,
right? And people made every excuse. Well, this is not the Creighton team that it was a year ago. Hey, that ain't none of our business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That's the rival. Kick him in the teeth and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. Well, can we get on the bandwagon now? Right? Can we start to believe here comes Wisconsin? Right? Wisconsin in the building. Run them out by 30. A Big Ten team you ran out by 30. And again, if we looked into the future and said Wisconsin is in the tournament, we're not
surprised.
Like, we're not surprised or anything.
Well-coached program has been for a long time.
Right. So we understand. A bit of a rivalry, but we understand. Okay, cool. Now you got to go on the road. And this is one so everybody circled and put Sharpie behind. Say, oh my goodness gracious, you're going to face the top 15 team on their court in season.
All the same week too. All three of these.
Right.
Games.
Right. So here's what this is where they'll stub the toe. This is where the beginning of the doubt, the beginning of the flaws will start.
Same old Huskers quotes.
Right. All that stuff. So what do? They go and they stare the top 13 Fighting Illini in the eye and get a win. Okay. Take a break. Get into the new year because everybody's sitting in play, circling Michigan State. Here comes Michigan State. Tom Izzo, legend. The ghost. He's a ghost. What do? Hold it down in front of a packed house. Hold it down.
Hold them to the low scoring total all year.
Right. Okay. Letdown time. Right. Letdown time.
Quick turnaround, road game.
Right. Right. Several texters a day. I think this is where they get got. Nope. Answer more questions. Everybody's figuring it out. Except. All right. Harrison, who's on? Let's go. Let's take the chance and let them in on the phone line.
All right. We'll bring them in. They were not patient.
It's
just crazy what 10 seconds will do.
They were not patient. Well, I understand people get jittery, right? Pressure bust pipes.
I do think we got it back, though. Let's try one more time.
Let's try it.
All right. You are in late night with Harrison Arens, DP. Who are we speaking to?
This is Nate. How you guys doing?
Nate, how you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, I'm doing really good. Okay. When it comes to the football program, I'm listening to you guys talk, and you guys are making so much sense to me. So, but I want to give you a fan's perspective of what I'm seeing, and I just want to kind of gauge. You guys are like professionals. I want to gauge what you guys think. Okay? This is how I'm feeling. All right.
Okay.
I'm thinking after watching 3 years of the Matt Rule era, especially the last 3 games. I get it. Your starting quarterback goes out, whatever. I feel like this team lacks identity. That's first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you go into the portal, I just don't see how, even if you were able to buy your way out of this mess, I just don't know and see if these players what are you going to do with them? Because I don't feel like on offense we don't have an identity. Like we're all over the place. I cannot tell you what Nebraska football is. I don't know if they're a run team or a pass team. I get the feeling Nebraska offensively is kind of like a gimmick almost. There's no truth to it. Like with Iowa, you know what you're going to get. Army, Navy, you know what you're going to get. Nebraska is just soulless. No guts. I just don't know what they are. And I look at the schedule next year, guys, and I got to be honest with you. And I really believe I'm not panicking here. I really do think Ohio is going to come in and they're going to be ready. I think if Nebraska lets Ohio stick around long enough, I really can see the possibility of Ohio beating Nebraska. And I think after that happens, and this is my question to you guys now. Okay, this is where I'm going with it. Do you think that if we do get upset, the possibility is always there, and I know it's hypotheticals, but if it does happen, guys, do you think the way college football is right now, we would have to eat Matt Rhule's contract? We would have to fire him 5 games into the season after Ohio State, the beatdown that's looming. Do you think we eat his contract and then the possibility of hiring a Munkin or a Newberry from Army and Navy? I mean, I know these are all hypotheticals, but I feel like as a fan, guys, I've seen this song and dance before. You kind of just get this feeling, and I know it's hypotheticals. What's your guys' thoughts? Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate you hanging out with us at night. Harrison, you know how I am about hypotheticals. That's a lot to consume that this will happen and this will happen and that happen. One, we don't know the Nebraska roster.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know Ohio. We don't know anybody's roster. Literally 2/3 of the talent pool is fluid and could end up anywhere for a variety of reasons. So we don't know what Michigan's, Oregon's, we don't know what their rosters are going to look like next year. So there's that. More importantly, we don't know what Nebraska's roster is going to look like. And here's the thing. If the foundation of Nebraska football has to be identified pretty quickly, neither Harrison Arens or Derek Pearson will have a say-so in what that is. I'm not sure that it's been determined in full what this is, right? Because if you're going to go get a quarterback, you have to know, as he said, what's your identity, right? Do you
100%.
Do you need a pocket quarterback? Do you need a zone read quarterback? Do you know an RPO quarterback? Can it be a left-handed quarterback? Do you want a veteran quarterback, somebody that's already started and has numbers? Do you want somebody who has experience playing at this level? Do you not care what level they play at? How much money are you going to spend to get them? Because that's a big part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that hasn't been determined. And until we know any of those things, if you ask me what a Dana Holgorsen offense will look like next year, I don't have an answer for you. If you ask me what the Husker defensive plan is going to be in the scheme and the theory, I don't know. Are you going to stay in 3, this flex? Are you going to go traditional 4-3? Are you going to go get bigs up front? Are you going to spend your money in the secondary? Are you going to go and get some playmaking receivers? Are you safe and secure with your running back room? More importantly, I mean, one, the coaches have their feeling on it, but 2, the fan base, I'm not sure the fan base has landed on whether, one, if your quarterback room is set, if Latif is your guy.
Well, you just tried to go get a guy.
Well, but you told me the last month, Latif is a guy, right? From August, we had Husker fans. Man, sure would like to give Latif a look. Even when Dylan was here, sure would like to give. Latif does some things that are a little bit different. Latif gives us more options. You saw what you saw. And it doesn't mean that TJ Latif isn't the guy.
I agree.
But if he's the guy, is he 1A? Is he 1B? Is he enough?
I don't know if it matters. I think you hit them, and this is my opinion. I think it nailed the head at the beginning. Like, we can go in there and put new plaster, new paint, get some new lighting fixtures. The foundation's broken.
But what's broken?
The identity for me is like, I don't, the direction that we're going.
What kind of house are you building?
I don't know.
What are you building? You building a house on the hill? You building one to survive the winter? You building a farm? You building a Art Deco? What are you building? What's it supposed to look like, and what's it supposed to go through? Are you building a Big Ten football house? Because that's a different. Tell me what you're building. Are you building a state of the art? Hey, I need to get you to the NFL house, because if I get NFL house foundation, then I can recruit some guys who want to aspire to play in the NFL rather than the guy who comes in and runs the option or zone read. Because those guys, it's a different deal, right? Different quarterback. If you're bringing in a passing quarterback, a true pocket quarterback, you better have some pass catchers that know how to get open in the space.
A line that can protect.
Right from the and a line. Do you want meat grinders up front, or do you want dancing polar bears? What do you want? Right, but you haven't said.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't said, and we haven't seen it. And we haven't seen it enough to know. Well, here's what we know: what fans want, because we come from a run the damn ball culture.
Yep.
Right, and you did that this year, and hated yourself for it, because you had a quarterback that could not add to it by doing what was required to add to it. Great passer, right? But there are people that just in the passing game weren't satisfied. Now, there may be some truth to the fact that Husker fans may not be satisfied until it's perfect. That's a whole different conversation for a whole nother time, because we're nowhere near that space. It's the same thing that's happened in basketball. You go 15-0 and people want perfection. Like, why is it a close game? These people drive me crazy. It's nervous. Yeah, it's the same thing,
mm-hmm.
right? And yes, we want people to be heard, and we want to have opinions heard. But the reality is, until Matt Rule tells us, "Hey, chill, I got you," that would go along.
That would feel great.
No, that would go along. That would go a long way.
It would.
It would go along. Look, I'm not telling professionals how to be professionals, but as a fan, I'm just going to speak as a fan.
Right.
As a fan, my leader out front is vital. I don't want to have to look through the crowd to find my leader. I don't need to look in the crowd. I don't need you to lead from the back. I don't need you to lead from the middle. In a moment of chaos, and this is what chaos looks like, you are the eye of the storm. You either calm it or you wreck it. And that is what, if you tell me if the young man that you got a verbal commitment from before, now mind you, everybody ran with, I keep telling people, stop being in a rush to be first and be right. Because never once did you hear him say, "Hey, I'm all in." Fair?
Correct.
So what were you doing? Oh, you believe somebody else. If I have taught you nothing over 6 years, it is, don't rush to be first. Rush to be right, because people change their minds. The reason why on signing day, they don't talk about players until they sign. Until they sign. Not verbally commit until they sign.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody tell you, "Hey, man, I'm going to Nebraska." And you go, "These coaches come in here, every coach from every other program. DP can't even talk about it until we get the signature on it, because there's no accountability for it." But people don't listen, because they want to be first. They want to jump on the thing. I want to be the first text. I want to be the first tweet. I want to be the first post that says, "Go Big Red," and we got one. No, be the right one. There are too many people who want to be first. I have full interest in being right. And in being right, I have not heard from Coach Matt Rule on the direction of the program, what type of player because you can get in the room. "Hey, Coach, what are we looking for at quarterback? Hey, Coach, what's the status of the running back room? Hey, Coach, do we have playmakers at receiver? Hey, Coach, are we going to utilize tight ends? Hey, Coach, what are we going to look like up front? What's the ideal? What does the ideal look like up front defensively? What does the ideal look like across the offensive line? What does it look like? What are we going to look like up front defensively? Because up front defensively, we never felt comfortable. We never once felt comfortable. Hey, Coach, wave the hand. Hey, Coach, what about that D-line? Can we Can a brother get some D linemen? And it would be simple. Look, if there's a question about how we do business at the ticket, everybody know who to ask. Everybody know that. And I'm available all day, every day to answer questions.
And your staff understands the direction that we're trying to head to.
They understand because we talk about it and we're consistent about it.
And if someone steps out and doesn't know, they get informed.
And every listener all day long can simply ask the question directly.
And I have an answer. And you have an answer.
You have
and Austin has an answer. And Jake has an answer.
Immediately. You got that from
Yes, that's what I was chuckling about.
That's funny. That's funny. No, but that's the thing that's in play. Well, and we keep waiting that on a night when we should be throwing scarlet and cream confetti in the air because the programs are there. And then in another case where wrestling looked like the team that we thought it was going to be, and tennis is, both tennis programs are at home this week. Chance for you to spend all day. Go to, if you haven't been down to Dillon Tennis Center, go on down there.
Free.
The men are 11 a.m. This weekend. The girls are at 7. Right? You can go. Right? You can go see some things this week. Gymnastics, right? It's here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? And all the while, because people were in a rush to judge and in a rush to get in the pool and in a rush to be heard and in a rush to say something, they got people out over their skis over a dude that's never been a Husker. I keep telling people the recruiting game and the transfer portal thing, hey, man, let it play out. Let it play out. How about that? How about that?
Yep, you'd be wrong, Les.
Listen, I'm more interested in being right than I am first. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Huskers. 72-69 win in Columbus over the Buckeyes. Lots to talk about. We need to find a quarterback. Apparently, we need to find. I'm going to ask you all. Rank the 10 groups that we need in order that we need answers for Nebraska football. Can you handle that, Harrison?
Yeah.
We're going to try.
You can find 10.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Is your furnace ready for the cold winter? Call the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough heating check, giving you peace of mind, or steps to ensure a warm home throughout the season. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchange checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal in a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. I really do. I tried to check to find the young man, Kenny Minchie, and to see whether he had committed. And they said he flipped, right? But to flip, you actually have to sign.
Mm-hmm.
A verbal commitment is one thing, but again, all these conversations, right? And then you got the new prediction, right? The new prediction thing, right? And this is why I have such an issue with social media journalism rather than actual journalism. Because the accountability side of it is pretty simple. And I'm going to keep saying, I don't know why fans keep listening or taking the word of these social media people who are so wrong all the time.
Well, they won't even put their name behind something.
They're so wrong all the time. Listen, let's just focus on Nebraska. How many social media, how many of these air quote media people really know football? What percentage of
like 5%
who could actually draw up the first 7 steps of zone read? Inside zone read.
I'd say like 2 to 5.
Outside zone read.
I'd go like 5%.
Right.
I was sticking to that number.
So why are people listening to them?
Because they couldn't tell you either.
Right. That we have conversations. I'm never going to tell you anything I don't know to be true. Like I stand on that 10 toes down. Like I want, if you hear from me, I'm speaking of something from knowledge, not from a rumor, not something I heard, but in talking to. This is why it's so important to have athletes and coaches come into this studio and sit with us and explain their reality and their experience and their knowledge. I keep saying it to people. And I'm all for media people who care enough to have honest conversations about things. And there's a difference between saying what you think you know versus what you know. But if you're spending your time sharing with the masses what you heard, well, I heard, well, no, you know what? Whoever you heard it from, is that who you're talking about? Then I don't care. If I'm going to talk about Nebraska wrestling, hey, Coach Manning, come on in here and tell me what's up. Will Ball, Lance Harvell, come tell me. Heather Brink, come tell me, explain this to me. Right? It's Paul Klumpet, please explain to me how this works.
Mm-hmm.
And we're constant in it. And I want people to just get fed up and go, you know what? I'm not listening to this nonsense anymore. Because the people are my crystal ball says this is going to happen. Man, I want to hit you in the head with your crystal ball. Right? Because how much time are those people spent distracting you? You spend 97% of the time of the things that they talk about never happen for Nebraska athletics. 97% of the athletes they talk about and spend your time down the rabbit hole chasing and looking at highlight film and talking, reading reports, they never come to the Lincoln. And y'all haven't figured it out yet. I want intelligent conversation about it. And here's the other part. And in having that intelligent conversation, that people that want to know the actual truth. Because we also know a third of people don't want to know the truth. If it's really good, they don't believe it. If it's really bad, they don't believe it. That's just that there's a third. That's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that. I want to stand firmly in the middle third that says the truth. Or at least seeks the truth. Right? Seek the truth. And if the young man doesn't say, hey, I committed to Nebraska, and Nebraska's head coach doesn't say the young man committed to Nebraska in public, formally. But you know why he wouldn't say it? Because he didn't have a signature.
Makes sense.
Now, if somebody was besmudging your reputation,
mm-hmm.
and I invited you to come down to the station and turn on the microphone, is for you to tell people in your own voice, in your own words, what's going on in your space, in your vacuum. Wouldn't you take advantage of that?
Yeah. That's why I have so much respect for Nuri.
Right?
Nuri did that.
Come down here. Right? Come say what you come talk.
Mm-hmm.
And if people are in the business of telling you not to have these conversations, you can't trust them. You can ask me anything. I've always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something that I can speak of from direct knowledge, I give you the answer. If I can't, then I say, I don't know. I can't give you knowledge on it if I don't know it. If I didn't hear it directly from Matt Rule, if I didn't directly hear it from Fred Hoiberg, if I didn't directly hear it from whatever coach or whatever athlete we're talking about. If I haven't coached the system, if I haven't played in the system, I can't speak on it.
But DP, Big Red Husker 2478 said he was coming.
Bruh.
Like those are the people breaking news.
Bruh,
sometimes.
listen, it is not fair. It is not fair for Husker fans who simply want the truth and want to believe in the people in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I try not to speak for Husker fans, but what I would imagine or what I would hope for them, what I want for them, I can say that honestly, what I want for Husker fans is access to the truth. And listen, you're not asking to be given a false bill of goods. Coach Hoiberg didn't go out and go, hey, I'm making all the promises in the world, right? I'm not going to go in the transfer portal and spend millions of dollars on players from Duke and UConn. No, he didn't do that. And he simply told, hey, listen, I trust the process. I trust my staff. My coaching staff has a really good plan. We've landed on a way to play. And even though we haven't accomplished the things that we want to accomplish, I think the fan base deserves a really good Husker basketball team. We're not mad at any of that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want you to come in and tell us, hey, we're gonna get you your first win in the NCAA tournament. You don't know till you know. But what he can tell you is, here's the plan. Here are the rules of engagement. Tell me what you see. And Husker basketball fans, tell them what they see by showing up in record numbers to watch them take on Michigan State and get a win. And the buzz and the groundswell of a 72-69 win on the road to the Big Ten. Listen, we can talk about for the last 5 years. There's maybe 10 road Big Ten wins.
Yeah. Seriously.
Right? Especially against a team that's sitting in the top third of Big Ten basketball.
It's an incredibly hard thing to do, is win on the road, especially in the Big Ten.
And they've done it twice.
Against good opponents. Really good opponents.
Illinois and Michigan State those are both tournament teams.
Mm-hmm. And to say what you will about Ohio State, that's good.
Top half of the bracket.
That's a good team.
Those 3 teams that we just mentioned, 4 teams, all top half of the bracket teams.
Yeah.
All 1 through 8s.
Ohio State's at least got 1 or 2 guys headed to the league. Or
1
getting
through
a
8.
chance.
And so here's the thing. I'm going to say this publicly. And text line, y'all can hold me to this. Okay? And please do. I am offering an absolute open invitation. Open. Anytime from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight. Monday through Friday. For any Husker coach or staff member to come in and give a state of affairs on any day, on any situation, on any circumstance. And that's not just football, that's any sport over there. Because if you believe in what you're saying, we can believe in what you're saying. But if you go quiet, I have to believe that there's a skeleton bone you're afraid to come flying out of your mouth, right? But I don't ever have to hide from the truth. I can tell you what I can tell you. Now, if you can't tell me everything, okay. But you could say something to the people who support these programs in full. These people who listen to 12 Midnight. We're right down the street. We're 3 blocks in any direction from all these coaches. You know what? Walk across the street. Hey, guys, just listen. We love you all so much. We appreciate you supporting Husker Nation. We'll have some news for you next week.
And some do.
Right?
And it's been awesome.
Right? To come through and go, hey, man, we'll do this. But if you in the athletic department and you afraid to come put on a microphone and have somebody stream you telling your truth, be careful what you tell people about yourself, or don't. They will start to believe you. We'll go to break, close it out, and we'll come back.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, there's some things that go on in sports. Away from it, you just go, wow. Yeah, I was in a space in my time in D.C. That's part of why I separated from the Washington football organization because there was so much.
You and a lot of other people.
But a lot of the decisions, my thing is, so as a fan, we recognize that we root for what we see ourselves in. And what we choose to put on is a representation of traits that we see in ourselves. And if we don't see that, if we don't see it in ourselves, we can't root for it. You can't root for it. You can't root for the villains if you're a good-hearted person. You can't root for the heel if you're right. You can't go, you're that person.
Well, and it goes all ways. Like the Detroit Pistons bad boys, like everyone was like, okay, that's what you think of us. We'll be the villains if that's what you want. We'll lean into it.
There are people who loved it, and there are people. Here's my thing. I just want Husker fans. My heart ached for DC football fans. My heart ached for them. My heart ached for Carolina Panther football fans. Yeah. Terrible owner. replaced a good dude who just ran out of time. The new owner, not a good guy.
With Pepper?
Yeah, just not a good guy. Charlotte Hornets back in the day. Shin family. Issues.
Clippers, Sterling family.
Right. So you go through and you go, okay, there's spaces that I choose to be in and people that I choose to connect myself to. And then there are people that I know. The coaches that come in here, who come in here on a weekly basis. Again, a coach that's willing to share all of themselves with their fan base. It's easy to root for Mark Manning.
Yeah.
It's easy to root for Peter Cobalt, Heather Brink. Like it's easy.
Rocky Russo.
Right. It's easy when you say, I'm just going to show up and tell the story. Right.
I can't believe how big of a USHL Stars fan I become just because it's like I connect with Rocky Russo when he's trying to do so much.
You know, I went through several of it. One, as a coach, could I coach with them? As a player, would I play for them? And then as a parent, would I co-sign for them? So would I give my kids? So if I'm coaching and I've got a star player, would I give my player to that coach?
Mm-hmm.
Would I recommend that player to my coach? And nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what DP thinks. So okay, fine. But I have my standard, and that's for me. That's how I sleep at night. I can't tell anybody how to feel about their Huskers. Again, I make a point to simply say that anytime a Husker staff member, coach, player want to be heard, they have something to say to the people that you say this is about. Like, you can't tell me that you're all about Husker Nation. You're all about the fans, and then just leave them dangling. And if you don't recognize that your fan base, the football fan base, is in pain today, is that a fair statement that Husker football fans are in pain?
Yes, 100%.
Right, and they have questions.
Yes.
There's fear.
Yes.
Right?
Yes to all three.
If you're somebody got to come talk to them.
I think that's fair.
Somebody should come talk to them, and they can disagree, and they don't particularly care what I say. But I would imagine that all the people who are still listening at 11:54 on a Monday night would like to hear, like, what's going on. Like, we want to exhale. We want to feel good about Husker football. We want to feel like about Husker football the way we feel about Husker basketball, not because they're undefeated, but because there's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plan, and we believe in the plan. And when you give us your word, we can believe your word. But when nobody talks,
well, being quiet. I mean, when there's doubt, there's people start conspiracizing. Oh, what could it be? That doesn't always end up in the right answer.
I just think it's simple, right? Like, that's just me. That's just me, right? That's just me. Crowbait, we appreciate you, bro.
Shout out.
We got folks in Florida hanging out now. Otherwise, so that's good.
Yeah, shout out Jackson Kleinschmidt, the old ticket worker, hanging out there in Florida, CNI, because he saw the breaking news and he checked it. Like,
you want to check in?
What's the fan base looking like right now?
Well, I mean, it becomes another thing, and you just exhale and palm smash your you smash your palms against your forehead, and you rub your temples and you just go, what are we doing? Because you want to believe in the Huskers.
Yeah. You
want to believe in Husker football. You want to believe in the flagship. And that's the flagship. Football is the flagship. And again, I've said it before, and I mean it this way, that if you make a 7-course meal and you get everything else right, but you burn the steak,
main entree,
you burn the steak, you have killed the meal. You have killed the meal. And football's the meal. It's the entree. It's the main event. It's the main event. So we'll try again tomorrow. And hopefully we get news and get people talking. Special news, though. 11 o'clock tomorrow, one-on-one. Special guest. Special dang guest. Comedian Tom Arnold joins me on one-on-one tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Tune in.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production labor.